expected, the world didn't see it coming. And when it happened, they didn't know how to respond. That night wasn't just another headline. It was a moment of truth, a moment that shook the balance of fear and flipped the narrative. While the powerful watched in silence, something extraordinary happened. The oppressed found their voice, not in words, but in action. And the world, it blinked.
Back to my channel. This is Tony Fergie. I want to take the time to thank all my subscribers, the old ones, the new ones, the ones that just keeps coming back because you love what you hear and what you are seeing. And if you're not subscribed yet, why aren't you? I noticed the analytics shows me that 50-something% of you guys come back and forth, you watch my videos, but you're not subscribed. Go ahead and subscribe so you can be updated and get the alert as soon as I drop a new video. Now guys, back to business. I hope you guys have internet. Well, sure you do because you're on YouTube. Now, I hope you guys know the war that's happening between Israel and Iran. Yes. And I hope you guys notice who the aggressor was. Who, what, where, why, when. That's not what we're talking about right now. Now, I think we're heading into, or better yet, I think we already started World War III. So let's get that off the table right there. I think World War III started when Russia and Ukraine had their little squabble and Israel decided to just end all of Gaza. Let's just get that part going. And then if I'm not mistaken, I think U.S. was going back and forth with Yemen. Okay? Let's just get that part out of the way. Now, remember the other day when President Trump left the G7 summit up in Canada? He left there early.
CNN's Caitlin Collins, who's in Canada with the president, got word that he's cutting his trip short there from the G7 and returning to Washington tonight, further amplifying the notion that the U.S. may be getting involved in the fight.
And no one knew why, and it was questioning. Well, allegedly, Iran's missile, they sent a missile to Israel, and some of the fragments from that missile supposedly hit the U.S. embassy in Israel. Allegedly. Word on the street that it was not the Iran missile, but some other missile from some other place. I'm just saying, we don't know. That's allegedly. Now, because of that, of course, President Trump is extremely upset, which anybody would be. You've touched my property. So now that President Trump is threatening to hold ties with Israel, and I believe he has a couple of other countries on his back, which is Canada, France, just about all of Europe on his back. Would you believe that now Iran now has Russia, China, Pakistan, I don't know. Word on the street. Now, y'all, let's go back a few steps. So, everybody's fighting dirty. But the reason why Pakistan got involved from what's happening, Pakistan says if Israel hits Iran with a nuclear weapon, they're gonna unleash their nuclear weapon on Israel, allegedly. Russia is now saying that I guess because America decided to join in, Russia decided to join in with Iran. And now China has delivered missile to Iran as a way of appreciation because of business that they have going. Don't forget, not too long ago, Iran also joined BRICS. I'm just saying. Guys, I think we have entered World War III fully. This is fully active World War III. No ifs, ands, or buts. Not try to butter it up. Not try to hide it. This is World War III. I'm just saying, sometimes things are happening around us, and because we're blinded or we got our eyes closed, we don't know what's going on. Wake up. Wake up. This is nothing new. War has been going on since forever. Now, people, if you notice, I remember Bubba. I don't know if you guys ever hear me talk of Bubba. Bubba from down south. Bubba always talk about something that's coming to America and asking Americans to wake up. Make sure you have certain things put together, and Bubba has his bunker. Now, y'all always laugh at me when my family mostly laugh at me. Oh, you always talking about Bubba. Bubba said, America? Something coming. And you best be prepared. Now, here's the something. Are you prepared? Guys, please make sure you have a couple of dollars on hand. Make sure you have enough food and water for your family. Make sure you have your documentation. Make sure your vehicle is always filled with gas. Because don't forget, Israel hit Iran's gas. Knock them out. Their oil reserve. Iran also hit Israel's gas. Now, remind you, Iran holds 20% of the world's oil. 20% of the world. Do y'all hear me? Listen. Guys, please make sure you have food, non-perishable food. You have water. You have a little bit of cash on hand to do whatever you need to do. Make sure you guys are in a situation, if anything happened, you can stay afloat. You can run. Look at what happened in Israel. Them cars is bombed up. The house is gone. The banks, they don't have no access. There's no internet. So you can't even access the bank. So guys, listen, just only thing they have is whatever they can take to the bunker. I don't even know where a bunker is in America. Do we have an underground bunker anywhere? I know we had that underground railroad. And I know there are some underground tunnels. Yes, sir. There are some underground tunnels from like Maryland all the way up to New York.
The Iran-Israel conflict puts the United States in a precarious position, facing intense pressure to intervene, even as it seeks to avoid another costly entanglement in West Asia. At the heart of this dilemma is a question: will America be drawn into the Iran-Israel war? The U.S. Embassy in Israel, struck by an Iranian missile on Monday, the first strike on an American diplomatic facility in this conflict, points at escalation concerns bigger than ever. Though, at least so far, the U.S. has spoken of restraint, there is also no denying that powerful forces are pushing America closer to deeper involvement. First, Israel's call. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has formally requested U.S. military support to target Iran's deeply buried Fordo uranium enrichment site. Israeli officials confirmed they lack the capability to destroy this facility independently. Secondly, there is mounting domestic political pressure on President Trump from within his own party. Former Vice President Mike Pence stated that if Israel needs U.S. help to destroy Iran's nuclear program, the United States should be prepared to do it, calling Israel its most cherished ally. Republican senators and hawks in Washington have urged Trump to go all in, including providing bombs or flying with Israel. And not to be missed, the direct attacks on U.S. interests, such as the attack on the embassy in Tel Aviv. Looking forward, Tehran could also attack international shipping in the Gulf or Red Sea, triggering a global energy crisis and potentially forcing U.S. intervention. But the U.S. entering the conflict carries immense dangers. Iran has vowed retaliation against any country aiding Israel. About 40,000 U.S. troops are currently in West Asia, with their bases, embassies, and naval vessels facing immediate missile attacks from Iran or its proxies. If Iran feels its regime is existentially threatened, it might accelerate its nuclear program to develop a weapon, leading to an even more dangerous security landscape.
Residents of the major Israeli cities of Haifa and Tel Aviv to evacuate, warning of imminent punitive attacks. Punitive operations will be carried out soon, Mossavi said in a video statement carried by state TV on the fifth day of the deadly confrontation triggered by Israeli air raid on Friday. Referring to Israel, Mossavi said that residents of the occupied territories, especially Tel Aviv and Haifa, are strongly urged to leave these areas for the sake of their lives.
Benjamin Netanyahu, the Prime Minister of Israel, he is calling this an operation similar to removing cancer.
It's like cancer. You know you have cancer that's going to kill you. You remove the cancer, you also undergo treatments, and it might come back one day. But I believe we're keeping it away, let's say for a long, long time. I can't go into details because we have good assessments and we don't stop. We have more goals. And we are really going to do a root canal here.
So who's the tumor here? For Israel, it is the Iranian regime, Supreme Leader Ayatollah Khamenei. Netanyahu wants to get rid of him, and it's not something that he's been subtle about. In the last 48 hours, Netanyahu has spoken to multiple media agencies, and everywhere he said the same thing.
Officials tell us that the president flatly rejected a plan, an opportunity that the Israelis had to take out the supreme leader. Do you understand his concern? My understanding is his concern is that this would escalate the conflict beyond where it is already.
It's not going to escalate the conflict. It's going to end the conflict.
You really think this isn't Iraq all over again? For real? 20 damn years of blood, lies, and bombs, and we still fall for the same dirty playbook like goldfish on morphine. Here we go again. Threats, nuclear weapons, destabilizing the region. The suits and generals are beating their drums, spitting out the same tired garbage about Iran that they did about Saddam in '03. Remember the weapons of mass destruction that never existed? That was the excuse for 4,500 dead U.S. troops and over 1 million dead Iraqis.
Nations continue to rise in the Middle East. It is time for friends and family of active duty military to take action. Now is the time to reach out to your family members' chain of command all the way to the top at the Pentagon and tell them no war with Iran.
Please leave a comment below of what y'all think going on. If this is really World War III happening or what. Because this foolishness right here. Please like, share, subscribe. And you guys already know Tony love and appreciate y'all. Have an awesome, wonderful, magnificent day.